Okay, so now that you've laid all your components flat, just before we do the roof, it's not a bad idea to have a bit of a clean up. Now, as I was mentioning before, sometimes you get different layers, different little planes that they're sitting on. So just to make sure they are all sitting on the same surface, what we do is we can make a gigantic big sort of a like a tabletop, and so we don't get things joining up together. I'm going to make that a group as well. So when you're moving things quickly, just get the M tool, move tool, and as long as nothing's selected, whatever you put it on top of, it's going to automatically grab that for you. Now it's going to look a bit weird as you line them up, because it's trying to draw two different layers at the same time. So if it does that, Control Z. Yeah, so it's struggling to work out which one that should show you, whether it should show you that desktop there that we made, or the components. And if everything seems to be, I'm going to grab that whole lot. If everything seems to be sort of sticking together and clicking, whatever, we just need to get a closer view. It'll make it easier. Again, unselect everything, hit the M for move tool, and should be much easier to line everything up. Alright, so I'll finish that off later on, and we'll start on our roof. So as you hit M for move and drag it off, hit the control key and it'll make a copy of that, because we want to leave that house over there, and we're going to have to explode it. Double click on each component and group them up. Now, tricky part is when we get to the roof, we go to flatten them. It's hard to get that right angle when you're flattening it, so it's best to go towards an edge of this flat surface, select that object, T for tape, Q for still grab that surface back then, Q for rotate, hold that shift key, lock it in place there, drag it to the top and drag it down, should be 30, and whenever you do this, always type in the measurement, because you know, if your computer's a bit glitchy, it can move just before you end up fully doing that move and end up sort of ruining it for you. So this one over here, I'd have to probably come to an edge like over here, and we can move it in when we're done with it. So move that corner to there, come low enough, I should be able to get that that's going to help us over this side. Alright, so I've selected our little component, Q for rotate, hold shift to lock it all in place, come to the top, drop that down, type in 30, hit enter, and you really know if it's lined up, if it's doing that battling to know which surface to show us, and then grab it and chuck it down the other end where all the other components will be sitting. So we've got a couple of bits here. I'm pretty sure I did this one as well. Bring it to the corner, zoom in on that corner, and thankfully we've got that block in the distance. Q, hold shift, corner, up to the top corner, and drop it down, 30, enter. Okay, so that's all it is, working out the bottom of each piece, double clicking, right click, make it into a group, double click, right click, make it into a group. Alright. Last one, then we'll move on. Right. We've got lock that in place. Try and find where that edge is. I'll probably take it from here anyway. 30. Alright, yeah, that's good. Yeah, so keep going until you got all your components. Then put all your components as closely together as possible before you go to the next video. That's going to save you some printing paper when you go to print out. Next project, next video I'll be showing you how to scale this down to a usable size and how to get all the printer settings set up right so it'll print nicely. Thank you.